it will not have gone into the system because you will have already, you haven't signed.
Okay.
Are you getting me? No, it's okay. It would have already entered into the system. It is already there.
Yes.
But it's pending signature.
So
are you getting me?
The client also signs
yes,
electronically?
He has to sign. He has to sign.
Is electronic?
Not electronically sign, but you sign using your own hand. Another copy, which they print out. Are you getting me? So in this aspect, you will have to sign first. Now, if you refuse, then that means you want to defend yourself. That means now they have to, that officer who has arrested you has to go to the police station and then enter the case. Is a complainant in this matter. And then record the statement. And then after recording the statement, then now you become an accused person.
That is what Ugandans need to know very well.
I don't know that.
This is looking that can emphasize that.
So if as I said, if you don't want to pay this ticket, there is that part where you may not sign. You say, I'm not satisfied.
On a printed ticket.
Yes, on a printed ticket.
Okay.
You say, I'm not satisfied.
I'll not sign.
You sign, rather you don't sign, and say, please take me to your superior person, your boss. Now, reaching there, this officer can open up a case against you, and then you record the statement. Now, it is now the duty, the responsibility of the arresting officer, or maybe the complainant, who is the police officer, to get the witnesses to defend you in case the matter goes to court. Now, when you reach court, rather when you reach the police station, they compile the file. It means now you're not choosing. There are two options. Either it may read an arrest
instantly.
Yes.
Hey.
Either it may read an arrest, or upon the discretion of the police officer, depending on the nature of the case. And that's what I was saying, that the communication between you and this officer. If in case the officer, upon his discretion, he says, no, there is no need to arrest you. Park the car, they give you a bond, prepare the file, take it to resident state attorney for legal advice. If they see that there is some evidence in relation to the offense committed, then he or she can be taken to court after the file being sanctioned. So when the file is being sanctioned, it means there is an offense committed. I don't know whether you get it.
We get you.
So that means that you should be ready to defend yourself in court. You should be able to go and give your version. If you don't go there, then you're in trouble. Your police officers are going to adduce enough evidence to pin you.
Are these cases normal, Afandi? Have we had Ugandans, this particular setup, how common is it?
How what?
How common?
Yeah, sometimes people are very, very realistic. They know that he or she he has committed an offense. There is no need to argue. Wasted your time. Court takes a lot of time.
Your vehicle is
cracked. Disorganization. You are taking your children to court, rather to school. And then all of a sudden the vehicle is being stopped. Your car is being parked. All that disorganized. So people opt to pay. After realizing that he was, but they are not common. Those cases of yours you're talking about, they are not common. Majority, they know what they have done, and now these days, previously, it used not to be the case. We used to argue, people know that you don't have enough evidence. You are just relying on human what? Evidence.
Witness.
But now these days, we have facts. We take you and we prove you on. You are arguing, you are shouting. The other day, there was a woman just around Eso corner here. She came, she was drunk. She came driving at night. Recklessly driving. With a lot of madness. She came and drove in that car one way, which opposite from access station, to join the Ginger Road. So, all of a sudden, there was also another taxi, I think taxi or another big car, coming from integral traffic lights, going to Ginger Road. So the man was on the highway overspeeding also. This one came from one way.
Head on.
Now, this woman was collided with another car on the main road, and then the vehicle entered into the what? Into this university is called Victoria.
Yes,
Victoria University. Hit the main gate of the university. You can imagine the car crossed over and entered into another lane. So the woman was arguing, shouting all over that she's not in a wrong and that she's not solely responsible. So I said, okay, it's okay. So did our open process. We got out the information, the screen, and everything, rather the footage. So I said, okay, now I first asked her, if you know you are not in a wrong, it's okay. But what if we find you in a wrong? What would do over that? Said, no, you'd rather detain me. Okay. So my boys came, inserted and did everything, and pulled out the footage and everything. The woman, after looking at the footage, she nearly fainted there. She nearly collapsed. Instead, she cried like a kid. The car came properly in a one way. It hit this vehicle which was on the main road. All the vehicles were moving in a zigzag.
Because of one drama.
Leading this car of this woman to enter into Victoria University. And she accepted. She never added on any word.
So today with cameras, technology,
I'm telling you, you are not safe.
Afande, when we, as we discuss digital express penalty, please explain the surcharge that comes, because this is also one of the things that
Yes.
the public out there must know. When you talk of the surcharge that comes with this express penalty.
Surcharge, it depends. When we give you a ticket and you fail to pay on time, it takes about 28 days to have already paid. If you don't pay in that stipulated period of time, then that means surcharge is going to be added. If you are supposed to pay 100 and then you go beyond, that means you are going to pay 150.
So is this surcharge consistent, or after some period of time it increases? Or it is once that you failed within the 28 days, so if it is 100?
It is instant. Once it clocks 28, you are supposed to pay within that period. And failure to pay within that period, and it goes beyond 28, that surcharge is instant, it's automatic. It goes immediately. You come on 29, 30th, you find the surcharge is already there.
Just a question.
But it does not go every 28 days.
It's not a multiplier.
It's not a multiplier.
The other question is, how does this system handle people who probably don't have driving licenses?
Don't have what?
Driving licenses or the documentation. Does the system cover such, or that person is arrested at that point?
Immediately arrest.
Now, in this system, it has not yet worked on borders. Because the information on border is not yet
systemized.
Yes. And number two, in this system, it doesn't work on someone who has no permit. If you don't have a permit, because it works on the permit.
So imagine
someone to be issued a ticket, he or she must have a permit.
Someone has forgot it somewhere, they
Yes.
didn't carry it or something. Or
Yes. No, but if you have not carried it, of course, definitely for us, we return the car and say, produce that permit.
Okay.
You bring it.
Mm.
First produce that what?
That permit.
So, or else if you are lenient, you say, okay, you go.
Mm.
Produce that permit in a specified period of time because the law is clear.
There, yes.
Yes. So you produce it and then you prove to us that you have a genuine permit. These days, people move with the
Just take snaps and have them in their
snaps and
smartphones.
the serial numbers and permit number. You go with the information
Yeah.
and you will be able to prove to them. Because the moment we enter that permit number into our systems, it brings out the picture.
Because these machines have all that.
Yes, it brings out the picture, your particulars, like that.
Afande, there's been a...
Whether it is genuine, that's why they end up getting people who forge.
Yes.
People who forge. Once we enter information, some people forged sometime back, but now these days, things are too hot on them. You forge, you are in trouble. Now, when you put their particulars, you come out
looking different.
looking different. You will see a face of Musinga, and yet the names are indicating Chirab.
Afande, one of the other challenges with express penalty that we want you to clarify. Previous, we had people who do not care. That, well, I'll give you my car, then it commits offenses, then there will be, I'll be the one, we used to call it as H-Papla, me to get the receipts. As you're driving, then you can't even account when this happened. So drivers say, drivers of companies, drivers, taxi drivers, and all these, it would be okay that the ticket would go to the car. Has this in any way solved this problem? The digital express penalty?
Now, there is something I want to explain here, which has been disturbing, especially the taxi drivers. They normally shout. The system changed. Previously, the manual system of ticketing was affecting the owner of the car. They were issuing the ticket in the names of the driver, rather in the names of the car. It was going direct to the car. So these drivers would move from one car to another, and you find the law does not touch on them. Now the owner is touched on, keeps on shouting. How come? This man is the one who committed the traffic offense. And all of a sudden, the law doesn't touch on him. Why? I'm the one suffering with the payment of these tickets. But in this new system, things have changed. It goes direct also to the driver onto his permit. Now, what do I say? It is the responsibility of the driver to pressurize the owner, because now the systems are indicating both, both the driver and the car. Now it is the responsibility of the driver to convince the owner to make sure this ticket is cleared in from the system. So it pulls the driver to be closer to the owner in a way that if you don't pay, you, the driver, if that ticket is not cleared in the system, they are waiting for you at First Technology. I don't know whether you're getting it.
Yes.
Very well.
They are waiting for you at
First Technology.
First Technology. When you are going to renew your permit, you have to first clear the dates so that you are able to do what?
To get a renewal.
To be renewed. So now you find a driver convincing the owner, please, let's pay. Now, when police is in the operation, they check both. They check the driver. If you escaped from this car and you're in another car, the ticket indicates you on your permit. The vehicle you are driving also, if it is pending payment, we also can get you. So there is no escape route now.
So during the operations, of course I have to remind our viewers that our lines are now open. You can call in, that is the number on your screen, 0702 23 24 25, and ask a question. We're looking at the Digital Express Penalty Scheme, and we have the Traffic Commandant, Kampala Metropolitan, Norman Musinga, with us, who will be answering all your questions. Now in these operations, do you arrest the person who has a number of tickets on their driver's license and is not clearing them?
We park you. We park you.
You park the vehicle.
It's at your discretion as an officer.
We park you. That is if you have gone the specified period of time. But if you are still in the in that grace period I'm talking about, we may not touch on you.
There's a problem, Afande, that continuously has been...
But you find someone is already with surcharge.
Of course.
He has been with the ticket for the last 3 months, so some even have almost like tickets worth 2 millions. I can't leave you.
Let's just pick this caller, Afande. Hello, good morning. Your name and where you're calling from? Oh, sorry, but please keep trying. It is now time to receive calls, and our lines are open for you to ask. When we talk about Digital Express Penalty Scheme, we know many people are drivers, and this is one thing. Hello?
Yes, good morning, I'm the Afande Musinga.
Good morning to you.
This is Lily Kanakuliwe, district councillor calling in from Kagadi.
Yes.
First of all, I want to thank the management of UBC for always keeping us up to date on issues that are taking place in our country, Uganda. Wow. I want to appreciate Dr. Afande Musinga and the traffic police for coming up with this digital as in technology advancement. I would say we drivers sometimes exhibit some bad behaviors. They can say some bad manners on the road. You find the police, traffic police officer, just cause that police officer has no rank, maybe for some big person in the government. You try to undermine them, not know that this is their work. When someone is on his work, he or she is doing his work, and he must respect. Very true. Fande talked about the issue of cameras, pulling up evidence. But then, for example, in Kagadi, there are no cameras where some of these things can come out to pin someone who has committed an offense. So it's deep down in the villages, it will be difficult for someone to bring out evidence of someone who has committed a crime. So you find that's pulling. How best are they going to make sure this express penalty become effective? For example, in the villages where the offenders have committed such a kind of crime. Okay. So I would like to enlighten us on that. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Livingstone District Councillor, Kagadi District, for always watching UBC TV and trying and endeavoring to call and be part of the discussion. We are receiving calls, and of course I want to get a number of you so that when it's time to reply. Hello, good morning. Hello, caller. Please give me your name, where you're calling from, and kindly move away from your TV set. Hello? Hello? Please just be more audible. Okay, when you call, be audible, give me your name, where you're calling from, and be brief as you give us your question so that Norman will be responding to all the questions that will arise from you. Okay, hello, good morning. Please give me your name and where you're calling from.
I'm from
Yo? Be more audible. Please be more audible and move away from your TV set. Hello? Please, if you do not move away from your TV set, I will not be able to get you. When you're calling in, just go away. Okay, go away from your TV set and reduce the volume. Hello, good morning. Yes. Hello, good morning. Kale sebo nawe jebaleko. Erinnya yo ne gy'osinzidde. Kuteesa? Okay, teesa. Teesa sebo. Teesa. Genda maaso nze nkuwulira eno. Nkuwulira teesa genda maaso. Yes, Nsereko.
Waliwo obuzibu kubyana kazineza takisezereje mutukwatira buli kiseera bakwata emmotoka ne bagiteeka ku break down ne bagitwala ku si naye nga twebaza agivuga oba bwegerere oba luzira ne batuuka ku yadi ne bagimuggyako ne bageza ku break down negitwala amangu ddala bwogenda ku CPS omazirisa bamaze okuggyako birandi betaaga emmotoka ne bajja okudiza kati awo kitegeere lwaki emmotoka ze tebateekera badweba ne bazivuga ne bazituusa ku poliisi oluvannyuma ne balyoka babayamba mu ngeri ebeera yeetaagisa waliwo omuntu emmotoka agiguza n'abasabaze 14 abamuyiwa ne mumala okumuyiwa bwogenda nofasa ebitwala 3 kulikida ate amazzi bwogendayo nomaliza lineetaaga ate ne bakudiza emmotoka yo nogikola ki nogikomyawo lwaki patwegwa emmotoka nagivuga nagituusa ku CPS oluvannyuma nemulyoka mumukyaginga naye mugiyiwa nemuwa banama breakdown mwafula bizinesi tumayimafoa kubanga budira emmotoka n'ogiyiwa nogiwa omuntu breakdown negitwala ate oluvannyuma nojja nononayo emmotoka yo n'ogitwala kage kikiba kitegeeza kise
kale afanda ajja kuba nga kuddamu. He's asking why if a taxi driver carrying passengers, the passengers are told to leave the vehicle, then it's put on a breakdown. He's wondering why can't he drive his car to CPS and not a breakdown. But that afanda will be explaining. I still want to get more callers to contribute. Hello, good morning. Good morning. Please give me your name and where you're calling from. Okay, I think I'll just pick one more last caller, then I'll get back to Norman. But please move away from your TV set, like Nsereko did and Livingstone. Hello, good morning.
You?
Yes, this is UBC TV.
I'm called Robert.
Yes, Robert.
Yes, Robert.
Yes.
What I would like to know, you were saying about I want you to clarify about that digital express out there. Hello?
Yes, I'm getting you.
What if I get my driving permit today and I make an offense tomorrow? Then to get me, it will take after 3 years when my passport, when my driving permit expires. Also, so I'll be doing offenses knowing that I have got my 3 years to go to that digital for the renewal. Not so, sir. Yeah?
Okay.
Now, the other thing I would like you to know, I would like to know, there is a problem here at the junction of Entebbe Road. That says load people from that end, and there are many accidents there. Father Musinga, I've never seen a traffic officer just by passing, thinking these taxis, an officer was just by passing. These taxis were even now they are loading people at the junction of Entebbe Road, Kampala Road, near Diamond Trust. Please, Mr. Afande Musinga, can you assist us on that?
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Which Diamond Trust is he talking about? Which
Well, I hope Afande has understood the Diamond Trust he's been talking about. We're also from UBC social media, that is UBC TV. We have Habimana Alozias, issues of cancellation of people's permits. He says the law in course of renewal because very many people fall prey. That he gives an example. If you cannot cancel a doctor's license because of absence in hospital, it can lead to that. Then why do we say, or where do you get the authority to cancel someone's permit? I think that you will also clarify on.
So you want me to react on it?
Yeah, let's first react to the callers. We had the gentleman from Kagadi, who, for him, he was talking about the misconduct of some people on traffic officers, because maybe they feel there are people in big offices, but brought in Kagadi, they don't have cameras. So how would you go about this? Just to throw more light on that, then we shall get to Nsereko.
Okay. What I would say is that district what?
Councillor.
Councillor. The advice I can give you is that even before we had no camera, we used to handle those cases. So we have our body that normally handles misconduct of our officers in the Directorate of Traffic and Road Safety. It is headed by one officer called ASP Mutabingwa. He's doing a good job. Was appointed by the Directorate. So this officer is doing a good job. So you can go there at the Directorate of Traffic and Road Safety, listen to you, record your statement, and your issue, I want to assure you, will be handled professionally, and probably an action taken against that officer. Yes.
Then we have Nsereko, who talked about the breakdown, that why do we see I can't drive my car, that was, and then you put on a breakdown, then I have to pay charges of the breakdown.
There are some circumstances under which a breakdown should be used. This is what I want to bring into people's attention. One, in case of an accident, the law doesn't allow us to drive that car. Two, in case of any indiscipline case, and you really suspect that this driver cannot drive you up to the police station.
He's not in good shape.
Yes.
Like drunkenness.
I'm coming to that. Third issue, someone who's drunk. The law does not allow you to drive anymore in case you are got drunk. The fourth one, in case they have inspected the car and they have found that the car is a DMC, dangerous mechanical condition. The law does not allow to drive that car anymore. So, in other words, if you allow that car to proceed, it can cause fatal accident. People can die. So those are the circumstances.
And if I
now,
one without a permit?
Now, also, of course, yes, someone who has no permit at all. They are like 5 or 6. So now, there are some people, a police officer may not, is actually in position to use his powers of observation and see either this driver is disciplined or not. There are those, the indisciplined case I'm talking about, in this situation, a driver is being involved in a traffic offense and he has run away. He has abandoned the car. That is also another instance. He has run away, has abandoned the car. We have to put the vehicle on breakdown. Now, there is this situation where someone says, "Man officer, I'm ready to drive my car to the police station." So it is upon the discretion of the police officer to really see, this is a woman, she's pregnant, or maybe any other issue, compliant, law-abiding citizen, responsible officer, cannot really jump out of the car and run away. So those are the circumstances under which the car can be escorted. And now, what I want to bring to the attention of the public is that things have changed. We are no longer taking vehicles to the police station. I don't know whether you're getting me.
Okay.
We are no longer. Apart from a few cases, as I said, accident, motorcycle issues, indiscipline cases, and among others. Abandon the car, or, those are the issues we look at. Interfering, the convoy of those emergency cases. Those are the issues under which you are supposed to be taken to a police station. But this, if it is a normal traffic offense, normal traffic offense, we issue a ticket and you go. We issue a ticket instantly and you go. So therefore, what I can say is that it depends on the circumstances. Sometimes we, the drivers, we are being affected, we are being arrested by these traffic officers, and you want to show off, you want to flex with the officer, you are quarreling with him, you are what? So tell him, man officer, it's okay, I'm ready to go to the police station. But I would request that I drive this car myself. It's okay, it's normal.
Okay.
Still, if you see that he has insisted, you can complain.
Afande, you have drivers in the institution of police. Are these people who drive the cars officers or they are civil? I don't know. How do you handle that? Do you have people recruited to do that particular job?
No. For us, what we do, we don't drive. We impound.
Because what they call actually alleged said that they tell them to get out and other people drive their cars to the police.
Which other people? He's lying.
Because there must be breakdown stuff, those guys that come with breakdown.
Not really. But for him, he uses his breakdown to tie it, and then
the car is
what he's talking about, he doesn't drive it. Instead, he sits on the chair to keep on following what the breakdown is what?
Yes, because there's always that stuff of the breakdown sitting in the car.
Yes, he sits in the to keep on directing where the breakdown is taking it. Because some of them, it can be an accident and the tires are looking this side, and then you find yourself in knocking other people, an accident within another one.
Then we have a Logias here who says, explain the issue of cancellation of driving permits. Do you have that? And what does
the law is not yet enacted officially. But what I would say is that the bill is coming up, and it may cause some cancellation of some driver's license, driver's license. So, however, what I can say is that some people normally take long to renew their license. They take long. Some 4, 6, some what. That's what our drivers were arguing. So why qualified driver? What? So, but my friend, unless maybe they look into the law, but once it has expired, it may affect you. So, but the new law which is coming is that you might look at how many number of times you have caused fatalities and all that. The law is there. It might cause cancellation of your driver's license. The extent of the damage, probably the accident you caused, might affect you and affect your driver's license. That's why people are crying. These people who drive buses, they are in trouble. You massively kill people, and they allow you to continue driving. No way. It has to stop. You have to stop driving.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, yes, Felix.
Just a ladder border group in Kampala. The traffic seems to, I would not say failed to have regulated these people, but they seem like they are not regulated. First and foremost, your express penalty doesn't cater for them. The lawlessness, the behavior, any confidence you can give to the Ugandans watching the show today about the regulations of the borders in the city?
What I can say is that the Traffic and Road Safety Act is very clear on borders, on motorcycles. The law is there. Enforcement has been taking place. We have been arresting these borders. The records are very, very clear. If you come to me, I can show them. In fact, the most serious enforcement we do is border. The records are very, very, very clear. Sometimes we harvest almost like in total in Kampala Metropolitan Policing Area, just KMP, we normally harvest like on a weekly basis, we can invest like 300 millions. 300 millions out of tickets. And you find out of those 300 millions, like 200 are on border. What you are saying that these new systems don't affect them? No way. We do impound them. For them, we arrest and detain.
There's nothing like go, you bring
this business of saying what we forgive, no way. And the payment is instant, because the other thing does not affect them.
But does that solve the problem, Afande? If someone pays and they go back on the road?
I'm still telling you about the challenges we have. I'm just telling you that we do normally do what we call an enforcement. Not because we left them. Now, the most challenging part is that there is no clear roadmap. The government has not come up with a clear and proper roadmap. That's what the Ministry of Transport, KCCA, to guide the border industry in Uganda and Kampala at large. So once this clear roadmap is out, it will help us on how we can handle these borders. First and foremost, there is no clear leadership that is gazetted. There is no gazetting of stages.
Yes.
We are seeing Rubyanza, popularly known as Rubyanza, moving around. You don't have a stage. Those are the people who are grabbing people's bags, moving at night, involved in robberies and all those things.
And you can't trace them.
Yes. And the cameras are not capturing these number plates properly. Unless one has, you are very lucky.
Even though they put them on the motorcycle.
Some even followed them. The other day I was in an enforcement arresting those people who.
And then they put a guard on it that hides you can't
ties it and takes it into the garage, and you see really the man is a real criminal. That motive of forwarding that number plate has some hidden agenda. So I was still telling you, no gazetting of stages. We need data bank,
records,
database to monitor the movements of these guys. We need to reorganize them.
As we wind up, Afande, yes.
Yes, we need to reorganize them and put them in a certain situation where they are manageable.
Yes.
Now, the worst of all is that the whole border industry is politicized. Politicized. They feel they are unattachable. You impound the border, you mount a very serious operation on border, they are running into the honorable member of parliament because they voted for him or her. So, it's a bit challenging.
Okay, well, I found the time is not out.
So, however, police has not kept quiet. They have continued ahead to arrest them. We have impounded them. We do arrest them. Sometimes we crack on them seriously and put them on the wall. The other week, we were on them. And when you overpressurize them, put them on the wall, they go on Munkenge. And the next move is to mobilize themselves to riot, to demonstrate. We are mistreated, we are harassed, you know.
And your final message to Ugandans regarding digital express penalty scheme?
What I would say to my fellow Ugandans is that with this new system of EPS, the automated one, the digitalized one, let us welcome the change. Let us accept the new systems, because they are transparent. That is one. Two, there is no room for forgeries. Three, you know, it gives a room really that there is no negotiation for extortion.
Thank you.
So I would encourage the general public to welcome it.
Appreciate it.